Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to share with you how much I made my first year as a part-time real estate agent. So I'm going to break down the numbers, exactly how many deals I closed, was it buyers, sellers, and also I'm going to break down my split with my brokerage, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Roberto. I am a real estate agent licensed in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So if you have anybody coming this way, feel free to send them my way. You can follow me on Instagram, DM me there if you have any questions. So right here, I tracked everything. I'm on my laptop right now, which I track all my closings, and the numbers might shock you. Did I even close any deals as a part-time? I got my license back in 2023, end of June 2023. So literally 2 years now. I've been a real estate agent for 2 years now, and I started as a part-time. That's just me doing working a full-time at my other job, working afternoons to like mornings, it was very hard. It was very tough. And then I would do real estate whenever I find a chance, and do real estate on the side. So did I close any deals? So let's break down the numbers. So like I said, so I got my license end of June, and then 2 weeks later, I put something on the agreement, which was somebody that I know, somebody very close to me. They were looking to buy a house. So on my first deal, I closed on August 31st. So got my license end of June, and then it took me about 2 months. So end of June, and then end of August, I closed my first deal, and it was a buyer. Now, the price for the house, it was $385,000, which I think I got 2% commission on that one, which brings me a total of $7,700 in total commission. And this is before split. This is before the split with my office. So wait, I'll tell you the split, which is the numbers might shock you. As you know, when you're a new agent, they're gonna take so much from you. Now, so that was my first deal. Now, my second deal, I closed, and this was somebody also that I know. I got lucky because I know a lot of people here, so I got lucky. So my second deal was another buyer, closed in December. So I closed one in August. So end of August, then September, October, November. So 3 months went by, nothing. End up getting another closing for a total of $400,000. That was the price for the house. And I closed it on December 8th, which brought me a total commission of $8,000, which that was it was also 2%. So I was getting I was getting 2% on the buyer side. Now, on my third deal, I closed. So the total price was $375,000, and I closed on January 2024, right in the beginning, it was nice, very nice, nice check there. So I had one check before Christmas, that was nice. Then I had another check right after New Year's, which is really nice. So that was total of $7,500. And my fourth deal was on March. My fourth deal was on March, so I didn't close one in February, and then I closed one on March, which is total was $380,000 for the house, and then that was a buyer as well, and that I closed March 15, 2024, which the total amount was $7,400. Not bad, nice check there. So, which is, I think, as a part-time, first year as a new real estate agent, not bad. Because I think, to be honest, I think that's not too bad. I could have done better, but I think those was not bad. So, okay, so the last one that I closed was another one, which is $420,000, which was a little bit higher than the other ones. And then that one, I remember I got 2.5%, which is really nice. So that one I closed on June 2008. June 2008. June 28, 2004. That was just when I was about to turn my first year that I got licensed, which brought me a total commission of $10,500, that was really nice check. So now total, I closed 4 deals as a part-time real estate agent on my first year. Like I said, I was working in afternoon to night, so I would get home like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., weekends so late. So I would kind of do real estate whenever I found the chance. I would do it on the side. And that's just me doing full-time on my other job, 50 hours a week. So I think overall not bad. So that brought me total commission of $41,100. Man, I wish I kept all that money, but of course they gotta take their cut. And the brokerage that I was with, I'm not gonna say who, but man, they do take a lot from new agents, which is that kind of really made me upset in the beginning. I was like, yeah, I'm doing all this hard work, and they're taking most of my commission check, my commission money. So I got really upset, and I actually left them after. So my first deal, I got $7,700, and this is how much fee they took. They took total of $4,397. Isn't that crazy? So they took more than me, and I end up getting $3,300. That's how much I end up keeping. That's how much I end up depositing into my account, and that's not even me adding my expenses, MLS fees, and stuff like that. And then the second one, they took $4,665, which is again pretty crazy. The total was $8,000, and they took $4,565, and I end up getting $3,435. So they end up taking way more than I'm supposed to. Isn't that crazy? As a new agent in this company too, I was on 70-30 split, and then they would take another 20% for training. When you after you close 5 deals, the training goes away. But until then, they would take 20%, which is pretty crazy, because in my opinion, you should provide the training for like free for new agents. I mean, we need the training as a new real estate agent, but why take 20%? And all these people that I closed, these are just people that I knew. They didn't provide any leads. These are people that I found on my own. These are people that, like, it's like, so I was really upset. I'm like, it doesn't make sense for them to take another 20% for training. You're already taking 30%. Why are you taking another 20%? On top of that, they have a royalty fee they also take, which is about $780 each transaction, which is, I got really upset and left the company on that. Okay, so the third one, it was $7,500, and they end up taking $3,065, and then I end up with $4,435. So this one, I end up keeping a little bit more after I told them I was leaving. So they put me on 80-20, and I was able to keep a little bit more, but it was still too much. On the last one, it was, sorry, on the other one, it was $7,400. That was the total commission. They end up taking $3,045. So I end up keeping $4,355. And then the last one, sorry, I actually closed 5 deals, not 4. 5 deals on my first year as a part-time. So the last one, this one was a little bit more. It was $10,500 total commission, and they end up taking $2,730. So I end up keeping $7,770, which is really good. So that was the most I got. So in total commission, after the office fee, I end up making $23,298, which is not bad. That was just something extra on top of my full-time job. So, and that's before my expenses, before my MLS fees, my maybe gas that I spend driving around and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna break down all that, but that's just kind of how much I made my first year as a part-time. So I closed total deals 5, and it was all buyers, no sellers, just buyers, just people that I knew, which is, I wasn't cold calling at the time. I wasn't doing anything. I was just working people that I knew. I mean, like I said, I was just doing part-time. So, but now I am full-time. I started full-time 3 months ago. My goal for 2026 is 25 deals to 30 deals closed. That's what I'm gonna go for. As you can see, you probably watch some of my older videos. I'm doing a cold calling now. I'm working with the sellers as well, not just buyers. So now I kind of have mix of buyers, sellers, and hopefully next year, 2026, to kind of hit that 25 to 30 deals. Let me know if you guys think I can make it. But if you guys have any question, if you think about getting your license, if you think if this is worth it or not, go for it. It's going to be tough in the beginning. It's going to be really difficult, but eventually we'll get better over time. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and DM me there if you have any question. I'll see you guys on the next video.